Now, right now on Daybreak, the well-known names of the PGA chasing a man from Rochester. After a wild round 3 at the PGA Championship, it's all to shoot for this Sunday. Plus, riders at their wits' end with the nation's busiest commuter rail line still on strike and Long Island struggling without it. And the Buffalo Sabres, back from the brink of elimination, put up a stunning Game 6 performance in Montreal. Game 7 set for tomorrow night.
Live from 2 on your side, this is Channel 2 News Daybreak.
Well, 6:30 on this Sunday morning. Thanks for joining us here on Daybreak, sporting the Sabres colors after that big win. I'm Rob Hackford. We've got to check the forecast to start things off this morning. And Kevin, with the weird hours of this shift, I didn't get to watch it. You get the highlights in the morning and get the feeling that everyone was going through. But what a game.
Yeah, I could not fall asleep. I watched the entire game.
Wow, so sleep deprived, Kevin O'Neill.
Sleep deprived. There won't be much of a difference. I did have the eye patches on. I was going to wear those as a joke just on the air. But yeah, absolutely. A few more bags under my eyes this morning. But it's hard to fall asleep when you got a big smile on your face. Just a terrific game. Of course, we do have some highlights to come up. And again, I have good news as well for you with sunshine expected the next couple of days and summer-like temperatures. Right now, where are we? We are at 61 degrees already on this Sunday morning. 5 Sundays in the month of May for you to enjoy. 61 degrees in Buffalo, 62 in Jamestown, 61 in Wellsville, and in Rochester as well. Okay, disregard this screen. I have to add the chance of a spot shower, especially I think for the southeastern portion of our viewership by the NYPA line, especially. Right, remember Future Look yesterday modeled just like a rogue rain cloud moving through in the afternoon. So watch, disregard these. But in the southern tier, and again, don't memorize exactly when and where. I think there is a chance of maybe just a spot shower moving its way through late afternoon, dinner time. For the southern tier only, okay? I think Erie and Niagara County are reliably dry today. So again, we'll have the latest round of Future Look. We'll take you through, of course, your Monday and Tuesday, where temperatures will be in the 80s. But today, partly cloudy, improving to partly cloudy. Light winds, temperatures in the mid-70s today. Rob?
Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, very Florida-like feel outside. Well, in a do-or-die game, the Buffalo Sabres rose to the occasion on the road in Game 6.
Now it's Doan at the front of the net with Benson. Dow leans in deep. Quinn scores! Jack Quinn, a one-timer! A power play goal! Buffalo back on top, 4-3.
And the Quinner there with the go-ahead goal. That would be the status of the game for the rest of it. The Sabres went on to score 4 more, one of those being an empty netter in the final score of 8-3. The Sabres raising the bar once again. We'll have to lay it all on the line to advance in the playoffs Monday night. Channel 2 sports reporter Jonathan Acosta has more for us this morning from Montreal.
Lindy Ruff said he noticed some tentativeness in his team's play after their Game 5 loss. So his message to the team coming into the Game 6 was just a play, saying the expression he used was JFG. He told the media that we could figure out what that meant. The world figured out what that meant once they saw the Sabres get on the ice for Game 6. The team rallying from a 3-1 deficit in the first period, scoring the next 7 goals in the game to storm from behind and win 8-3 in Game 6 in Rockus Bell Center in Montreal. The result, the Sabres now get to go home to Buffalo for a winner-take-all Game 7.
Very proud of our guys. We talked this morning about everybody needs to play their best game. That the regular season doesn't mean anything, and the Boston series doesn't mean anything. In the 5 games to this point, really don't mean anything. Our defining moment is this game tonight.
It's a new experience for a lot of guys in this room, and something you dream of growing up. And we knew going into this series it was going to be a long one. They're a good team, and I think it's just something that gets you excited. It's another game that we get to embrace. I think if you would have asked every guy in here in September if they would have taken being in Game 7 round 2, and we all would have signed up for that. So we're in a great spot, and like I said, now it's just one game. That's all that matters.
The The Sabres now 5-1 on the road in these playoffs. Lindy Ruff even joking that he's trying to figure out a way to get Game 7 played here in Montreal. Sabres fans, though, happy to have this Game 7 in Buffalo, and it's a 7:30 puck drop on Monday night, with the winner advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals. On your side here at the Bell Center in Montreal, Jonathan Acosta, Channel 2 Sports.
Yeah, what a night, what an opportunity. While the game was being played in Montreal, KeyBank Center was packed for a Game 6 watch party. Yeah, thousands of fans wearing their blue and gold cheered on the Sabres at home. The excitement just kept on building as well with every goal scored. Some fans tell us this is the moment they've been waiting for years.
They're the best team in the NHL. Like, oh my God, they're nasty. They're playing so good right now.
What would a Stanley Cup mean to you?
It would mean everything. I have never seen them in the playoffs until I'm 16 years old. It's been 16 years. I've never seen them play. I mean, it means the world to me.
This is what we've been waiting for all season long. This is what we looked like when we flipped in December. It's fantastic hockey. Go Sabres! Are you guys having fun? Yeah! What can you tell me about right now? Mommy, that we're gonna crush them.
Well, we did go on to crush them, so there you go. Game 7 is tomorrow night at KeyBank Center. Puck drop, of course, at 7:30. And the final round of the PGA Championship is set to take course today. Rory McIlroy shooting 4 under yesterday. He's now 3 shots off the lead entering today. John Rahm is among the pack of 5 that's 2 shots back, with Ludwig Aberg also in that group. Everyone is chasing Rochester's own Alex Smalley, who is holding a 2-stroke edge at 6 under, and he's trying to win his first career major. 6:41 on Daybreak. America's busiest commuter railroad, the Long Island Railroad, remains shut down after workers went on strike Saturday. It comes after labor unions could not reach an agreement with the MTA on a new contract. The transit workers with the Long Island Railroad spent yesterday on the picket line, while riders were forced to find alternative ways to get around.
Our argument and our fight is not with the commuters, because the commuters are our friends, our family, our neighbors. It's unfortunate we had to come to this position. I don't want to be here any more than anybody else wants to be here, but this is the only way to get the MTA to listen.
It's the most expensive city in the country. It's not easy, the price of everything is going up. Things are not affordable the way they were 10, 15, 20 years ago. And, we're kind of trying to fight to be able to live in the city that we work for.
Yeah, now I have to spend $100, I think, a little over $100 to get to Jamaica Boulevard, I believe. Yeah.
How frustrated they didn't
Extremely,
provide
nothing at all. I mean, I'm hoping to have something here, but my understanding they're going to start that on Monday instead.
Yeah, if the strike continues through Monday or beyond that, it could force roughly 300,000 riders to either work from home or find those alternate routes into New York City from Long Island. We're hearing from the former East Side resident for the first time since she filed a lawsuit forcing an audit of the Buffalo Together Fund, at least calling for one. That's the fund that was set up after the 5/14 mass shooting that received millions in donations. Well, Dominique Calhoun is a Williamsville native who served several years on the Buffalo Police Advisory Board before moving to Atlanta. Calhoun believes a full accounting of the millions donated to help people on the East Side is needed. She expressed concern about a lack of transparency about those donations and oversight during a discussion with survivors this weekend.
It should not be working in a silo. You should not be able to get assistance or funding because you know somebody that knows somebody. That's not how it works, okay? If we are directly impacted, if you live within that Jefferson community, you should have been assisted. We all should have been assisted. If you lived on the East Side, as much money as came in, we all should have been assisted at this point, okay? So we need to understand what came in so we won't go down this road again. Because yes, we can point fingers, we can say this is not working, that is not working, but we need to try to get some framework so that we can know how we can build.
Well, our partners at Buffalo Business First report that the lawyers for the fund call the lawsuit baseless and that the fund is meant to address long-term solutions that require some patience. We plan to follow the progress of this lawsuit and we'll keep you posted. The East Side Bike Club held a solidarity ride in remembrance of the 5/14 Tops mass shooting. Riders of all abilities came together at MLK Park for the 10-mile ride on Saturday. Organizers say it's an event created by the community for the community.
A nice, close-knit community of organizations doing their community ride. No music, no talking, no laughing, no giggling. I understand that's how some people get over their trauma, and I'm not telling people they can't, but let's not do it on the place where people still have trauma of being around, large groups of crowd. People still hearing loud music, thinking it's gunshots because they remember the gunshots they heard on 5/14/2022.
This is all about solidarity. So everybody here gets the notion to see the East Side and what it represents, how things go over here, what the community looks like, and how many people are here are of good nature. They're not running around, destroying things. They're really trying to live their lives as best they can.
Now, the ride kicked off the club's season. They'll host rides every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning. This was also a call for residents of Western New York to visit the East Side, see it, and not take this remembrance or reduce it to one day. Now, the Hogs and Heroes Foundation and its members were helping to give back to our nation's heroes this weekend. The nonprofit is dedicated to supporting military members, police, firefighters, and other public safety personnel. Now, members were collecting food donations to help the VFW Post 77 on Main Street in Tonawanda. The goal was to gather enough canned food and non-perishable items to help stock the post's food bank for veterans.
To be able to supply just one facility with a day's worth of effort to fill their shelves, it's amazing. It's amazing. And our community have been so generous today.
Now, the foundation has their next fundraiser, a motorcycle dice run set for June. It'll support the Erie County Sheriff's Mounted Unit.